Before entering to the session, I would like to give you an orientation how we are going to proceed. Like we will be beginning from the synchronizing the files, and we'll be moving to the applications, the cloud applications. Then we will be coming to the learning management system or virtual classroom. Then we'll be moving to the data publishing or information publishing, and finally we'll move to the e-content development. This will be the sequence we are going through. This is planned, designed in such a way that we will start from the very beginning. It will have a application in the next stage. Like that we'll be moving. So I request you to not to miss any session, any of the session. Be on time, and as I already told you, please join from the very beginning so that we can avoid that repetition. Okay, since it is a large group, repeating frequently the same thing would be difficult for many. Thank you very much, and I hope you are ready. Now we are just moving to see how data or information can be synchronized between the devices. We know that we cannot stick on with one device on alone in this digital era, isn't it? Either you have two mobile phones, isn't it, two or three computers. Especially the teachers are having many devices, many gadgets with us, and you may be having a computer at your home where you will be working, and a laptop will be there that you will be carrying to your institute, and again some computer or laptop will be provided by your institution at your center. So we have to use all these gadget by synchronizing the data. We cannot say that okay, my data is on another device, I did not bring it today, so or I do not have access to the data now. Like that we cannot say. So what we can do, we can just synchronize the data to a cloud storage from all the devices which we frequently use, so that we will never be restricted to the access of the data. Okay, so for that, today we are going to discuss about the cloud storage platform from Google. And similar to the Google's platform, we have some other cloud storage platform also. You please explore those also. And due to the time constraint, we will not be discussing all the platform. At least one is better than nothing. Thank you very much. We are moving to the session, and I hope that you know that the cloud storage provided by Google is nothing but Google Drive. Google Drive. Either knowingly or unknowingly, all the participants of this program would definitely have used this platform, Google Drive, isn't it? And today I'll be trying to give you the use of this platform in a context related to teaching and learning. So you can access Google Drive by searching in the search engine, and there you can see that My Drive is there. If you click on this My Drive, you will be taken to the My Drive, that is Google Drive. Or if you need to have direct access to Google Drive, you can directly search by the URL drive.google.com. Drive.google.com is the URL which you need to enter if you need to directly go to that without searching in the search engine. And here, when you are taken to the Google Drive, you will be having a window, a dashboard like this, where you can see many files, even if you had not used it deliberately earlier. I got, you are getting me? Okay, like this you see there would be some folders or files available on your Google Drive, even though you had not used it deliberately earlier. And if you are if you have been using the Google Drive effectively, okay, lots of files would be there, otherwise some files will be there. And don't wonder how these files got into your Google Drive without you store anything in Google Drive. That is because whenever we get an attachment in our email ID having exceeding the size of 25 MB something, that would be shared through the Google Drive only. So whatever comes to your Gmail ID can be easily synchronized with the Google Drive. Okay, now how to add and organize the content into the Google Drive? First I'll tell you that, then I'll go to the synchronizing. Suppose if you need to manually add something to the Google Drive, how can you do, and what is the better way? Like we create some folders, isn't it, in our C drive, D drive, etc. of in our computer. The same way you can create folders and organize your files. I hope you can do that. Okay. Meanwhile, I have a kind request to all the participants. Please do not discuss anything in the chat box other than your query, because when I find some more queries, more messages coming in the chat box, I'll be tempted to go and see what is coming there. Okay. So if you are posting your name, designation, etc., it is not relevant here. Okay. We'll come to know that later. And here you can see that there is a option My Drive. You can click on that so that you will be getting the options like new folder, upload files, upload folder, etc. So if you need to create a new folder, you can click on this, or otherwise you can right click also in Google Drive. Anywhere you right click, so that also you can see the new folder. Now I'll suggest you to make the folders and organize your files. So first I'll do new folder, and in new folder I need to have certificates. Like if you need to make store a copy of all your certificates into the Google Drive, for enabling you to have you with the access anytime anywhere, you can do certificates a folder, and you add all the certificates into that. And if you need some more folder in that, you double click here. To open the folder here, you need to double click the way you are doing on the computer. So certificates I have created, and in certificate also I may have different kinds of certificate, isn't it? Academic, like education academic, I'll create one. So all the certificates related to my courses I can add there, and I can have the seminars, isn't it? Seminars or webinars related certificate participation. Okay, I'll make participation. So this is how you can make. Why? Because if you organize your content in this way, you will be able to easily access that later. If you take all your documents to Google Drive without organizing it, even if you are in need of the file or something document at a time, you will be it will be taking time for you to search and find the exact time. Now if you need to find academic files, you can come to academic and certificate. Okay, like that. Now seminars I have created. Now I'll create another one, like presentation, my seminar or workshop presentation certificate. So the certificates which we get when we present something, that can be added here. Okay, like that you organize. And now I'll go back the same way. If you have some like teaching material something, you create a folder here. Like I'll create now teaching materials. Okay, or learning materials, I'll create TLM, I'll create. And after that, I'll just open TLM and add the courses. Why I'm going in this way is that if you do not get the purpose of using this one, you will not use. If you get the real purpose of using this one effectively, definitely you will feel a need to try this from today onwards. Now teaching material, obviously you may have B.Ed first year. Okay, B.Ed first year related teaching material you can add, or you can add educational technology, education. If you are teaching multiple subject, you can add like that. Now B.Ed second year. So this is the way to best way to organize your content into related folders. Now how to add content? Now I have just planned to have the files here, but I haven't added. Only I have made the preparation, like I have added the folders. Now academic, I need to add my certificates into this. What I can do, I'll click here. Okay, I can add upload files. I hope you are seeing. Right click here, or you can click here that upload files. Then on my computer some files are there. Okay, the certificates folder is there. You can add. Now I'm adding only 2 3, like I have. If you see my folder where I have arranged my certificate, you see I have given a name. First is SSLC, then second is HSC. Like that, I have arranged. So if it will help me to locate that in accessing the files easily. So the same way, I'm just adding 3 files here. Okay, you see, I have just clicked 3 files. It will be taking time by means as considering its file size. Okay, let it get done. Okay, meanwhile we can move to others also, and this is how you can manually add the content into your Google Drive. Okay, now we need to try to access these files. Once if now you see, you can see that these files are already added into Google Drive. Okay, now if you need to see how you can access, suppose I am asked to produce my SSLC certificate all of a sudden by my department or any other higher authority. I cannot say that it is at home. Every time we will not be carrying, isn't it? And I know that you will be having the copy of these things on your mail. But this is the best way to organize than keeping in mail. Mail means every day we are getting loads of emails, isn't it? And again, if we may even forget what title subject we have given for the email for searching and all, it will take time. So this is will be very easy. The same way you are accessing from your computer, you can access on cloud. Now let me show you how you can access it from computer, sorry, mobile phone. I hope you are seeing my mobile screen. If you are an Android user, you are already having a Google Drive application installed. Otherwise, you install it and or update it. Okay, now you click on Google Drive. So you can log in with your username and password. Remember here I have logged in with another email ID. Okay, so the same email ID I have to access here, so that only I'll be getting the files which we added now. Now I'll just change the Gmail ID. Now I can see like certificate, a folder certificate is there, which we just created. Now I'll click on that. Okay, I'll click on academic. I can see my certificates here, so I can open it, I can use it. So this is the way we can use we can have the data on our cloud storage. OneDrive is another cloud storage. Dropbox is another cloud storage. You may try all these things. Now this is done. Now another purpose of synchronizing the data I'm coming to. Let me go to. Okay, now I may tell you one thing. I may request you to turn off your videos. We will take the screenshot later. Please, everybody, please turn off your videos. Somebody is having troubles. Okay, now I have like somebody has added how much data we can store in Google Drive. We'll be having 15 GB free space if you are using a Gmail account. If you are using a G Suite account, you will be having more space. Susan Matthew? Susan Matthew?
Hello?
You are having any doubt?
No.
Okay, please don't raise your hand unless you are having doubts. Minike Paul? See, these activities will take our time. Poonam?
Yes, sir. I wanted to know if we
Increase the data, then what is the second option or the alternative?
I did not get, ma'am. Please.
If we exceed the data, you said.
Okay, you can upgrade, ma'am. You can upgrade. For that, you will have to pay. Otherwise, you can start one more Gmail ID where also you will get 15 GB space.
Okay, sir. Noted. Thank you.
Shilpa Mehta?
Sir, I just wanted to ask, I have saved my files in Google Drive. They are present there separately. So then how I can take it to the folder?
I did not get it. That you have already just uploaded but did not organize well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can click on the file which you need to move. Like suppose like some files are there outside my folders now. If I need to move these files into any folder, you click here. Okay, then you will be having a move to. Can you see move to? Then you choose the
Okay.
right folder where you need to move. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sangeeta.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Ah.
Sir, I just wanted to ask whether Dropbox is synchronized with Google Gmail ID or
No,
which ID?
Dropbox is another cloud storage where you will have free space as well as paid space. You can try
So,
that one.
which email ID we have to use with that?
Any email ID will be supporting.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Sheetal.
Hello, sir.
Ah.
Yeah, I just wanted to know this G Suite, what you said now, you can upgrade or you can put it in more matter in our
Like ma'am, what I was
G Suite.
telling is there are two types of
It's a
accounts.
paid one.
Yeah. Listen to me, ma'am. I got your doubts. Listen
Yeah,
to me, ma'am. Please. That we are making some email ID directly going to the Gmail and signing up, isn't it? That is a free Gmail ID where we have maximum 15 GB storage for all its applications, including Google Docs, Google Drive, Gmail, etc. And G Suite is another type of Gmail Google accounts that can be subscribed to by your institute. So that you will be getting institutional email ID also. That will be connected to your domain institutional website also. So that your email ID will not be having gmail.com, instead stthomaspala.aac.in like that. Okay, thank you very much. We are proceeding. I'm not going through all the items now. If you need to synchronize, like you don't want to manually add the content or file into the Google Drive, when you create a file on your computer, it has to be added automatically here. Can you do that so that it will be easy for editing the data and all? Yes, for that you need to have one thing. You can go to Google. You can search Google Drive for PC. Like you are having an application on your mobile phone, Google Drive, same way you can download an application on your computer also. That is down. You can click Google Drive for PC, then click this download Google Drive. It is known as a backup. Like that application is known as backup and synchronization or Google Drive for PC. Then you please download the application. You will be having the option to download the application and do it. This is a Google Drive. You can see like backup and sync is there. You click on download. Okay, then agree and download. You click. You agree to the terms and condition and download it. If you download once and install it, you will be having an icon like this on your system tray. This part is known as system tray. I hope you know that. Like on your system, let me share my screen so that you that on taskbar na, this area right lower corner is known as system tray. Here you can see an icon that is backup and sync from Google is there. You just click on that. Okay, after installing you click on that, so you will be seeing something like this. Here you can log in with your username and password. Okay, like Gmail ID and password, so that it will be synchronized. Now you can go to the preferences and choose what folder has to be synchronized between your cloud storage and computer. Now I'll just create a folder. Okay, that would be. Now you see this is my HP laptop. The folders available in my HP laptop is that here. Now let me create a new folder in my desktop that I'll synchronize. This is St. Thomas Training College, Pala. St. Thomas College, Pala. Okay, I'm creating a folder which I need to synchronize with my Google Drive. Same way, you can synchronize the folders available in Google Drive to your computer also. I'm not going to that. You please try. I'll give you one. Now I don't want Titus. So St. Thomas College, Pala. Now I click OK. The advantage I'll be showing here. Now you please see, you will be having you can click on your devices in my drive, so that you will be seeing that folder my HP also. Sorry, this is a different Gmail ID, that's why it's not seeing. I'll click on another email ID where I did now, because I have logged in with already using this application with my naschelur@gmail.com account. Okay, Gmail account. That's why I have to log in here also with the same account, so that I can see that. And here you can see two options like my drive and computers. So this is if you have installed this application on your computer, you will be having these computers also. If you click on computer, you can see your different computers, how many computers you are using, and how many are synchronized with Google Drive. If you have synchronized it, that computer will also be displayed here. You can see like AMU official is my computer at my office, and Acer is my netbook which I carry for workshops and all, and my HP laptop is the laptop which I am using here for this demonstration. So I'll click here. Now we had synchronized a folder with this. I hope you can see that St. Thomas Pala is already synchronized. I did not create a folder in Google Drive. I just created a folder on my computer, but I synchronized so that that folder is also here. If I click on St. Thomas Pala, that folder, now there are no files, isn't it? Why? Because you can see ST College Pala. Okay, right? Yeah, ST College Pala. So no folders, no files are there here. Now I need to add some files into the folder. So I'm not creating a file. In fact, okay, or otherwise I'll create a file. Just a new Word document I'm creating. Since I'm connecting with multiple devices for the demonstration, my system may be a bit slow. Please cooperate. Now I'll create like a program report, workshop report. Okay, workshop report I'm making a file, Word file. You see, when I made some changes, you can see that you can see something like a synchronizing option will be coming. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just open this. Okay, I'll add a report. One line I added, I just saved it. Control save, Control S I am clicking. Okay, save, and I just closed it. I just closed it. Immediately you can see what's happening with that icon. You see, it is, if now you see it is synchronizing. If it turns to the tick mark, you can identify that you can access the saved items. Whatever the saves changes you made on this document will be available on your Google Drive. Now I'm going here. I'll just reload this page so that I expect that file will be added here. So the same way you can synchronize these files with your all devices which you are regularly using, so that you don't want to download and upload anytime. Simply you open this. Now you see workshop report folder is already created, and it has been saved in my Google Drive, and the changes made by my Google Drive, like I'll open with Google Docs. I can see that report is added here. Now I'll add something from here, and I'll see whether it is available on my computer or not. So like while you travel, if you need to edit something, you please turn your mobile on and work on it. You close the file here. The file would be available on your computer also when you try next time. Now I'll do some minor changes, so that report on workshop I am making. It was only report on the content. Now I am making report on workshop. Okay, now I'll just close it. I'll come here. Okay, I'll come to this St. College Pala, and I'll just open this file. I hope you can see the difference. Like when what I added there also will be coming here. Okay, wait, why? Because it has not yet synchronized. You please refresh before you open the file so that it will be synchronized. Did I make W only? Let me see. I'm not sure I had completely entered. Okay, workshop is there. Fine. Now I'll just close it. It would be taking some time. Okay, a few time for getting synchronized. Don't mind, because everything is working through internet now. So if your computer is connected to internet, it will be taking some time. Now you see report on workshop is added. So this is how you can add the thing, synchronize the data. Any kind of file can be uploaded and synchronized. Now the data synchronization is over. Now if you need to access the same content on your mobile also, you simply access it. I'll go to it was let me share my screen so that you will be getting. And meanwhile, I would like to know whether you can follow me or not. If you can follow me, please click yes. There is a yes button there. See, some are saying me that please go faster. But the thing is, if many are telling only, I can follow that. Okay, fine, fine. Thank you, thank you. I hope you are getting me and it's helping you. Now, I'll just try to access the same file on my on my mobile phone. So I can hope you can see my HP laptop. I'll click so that you can see that a folder St. Thomas Pala would be created. St. College, ST College Pala is created. I can open this workshop report. I can choose any application which is installed to open the Word file, document file, and you can edit or add, find the thing, read the things. Okay, you can see that report on workshop is added. So this is how it will be helping you to if you are synchronizing your devices. Thank you very much. Now we are moving to the next